Hi, this is Miss Rebecca from the Culpeper County Library Youth Services Department, and today we're going to be creating more fingerprint art. And the story we're using today is titled Little Red Riding Hood, and it's a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood with a different type of ending. So we're going to start off with Little Red Riding Hood in the forest, and ask your mother or father at home before you do this, but it's washable markers. And you just put it on there and then use your fingerprint to make the character. And this is Little Red Riding Hood. Her name is that because she always wore a cape that was red that had a hood on it that her mother had made her. Well, one day, Little Red Riding Hood was asked by her mother to go through the forest to her grandmother's house to take her some soup and muffins because her grandmother was not feeling well. So Little Red Riding Hood set off through the forest with her basket of goodies. Well, soon in the forest she came to a wolf, and the wolf asked her, "Where are you going?" She said, "To my grandmother's house." He said, "Well, how about if I walk along with you?" She said, No, I'm fine." And he said, "Well, you might want to pick up some sticks around here so you can take some sticks to start a fire to make your grandmother warm." So she thought, what a good idea was that? So she started picking up sticks, and the wolf went ahead of her to see if he could find grandmother's house. So soon the wolf did go up the path and find grandmother's house. She was at home in her bed, and the wolf decided he was going to go in, didn't even knock. So he decided he was going to go in, and he scared Grandma with his big, sharp teeth, and she ran out the back door screaming. So the big bad wolf knew that the little girl, Little Red Riding Hood, was going to be there soon, and he was going to hide in Grandma's bed and get her basket of goodies. So he snuggled down under Grandma's quilt, and he waited. Well, soon, Little Red Riding Hood did show up at Grandma's house with her basket of goodies, and she saw what she thought was Grandma in her bed. But when she got closer, she said, "Grandma, what big eyes you have. Oh, better to see you with, my dear. But Grandma, what big nose you have. Oh, it is so better to see and smell. Smell with my nose. Smell you." So then she said, "Well, what great big ears you have, Grandma. Oh, those are better to hear you with, my dear. But Grandma, I've never noticed your great big teeth before. Ah, better to eat you up and your goodies." And the wolf started chasing Little Red Riding Hood around Grandma's house. And Little Red Riding Hood kept running and running and screaming and screaming. Well, then a woodsman who worked in the forest chopping down trees heard Little Red Riding Hood screaming and decided to go see what was the matter and took his axe. So when Little Red Riding Hood was being chased, he chased the fox out the back door and through the forest, and Grandma came in and saw Little Red Riding Hood and hugged her and said, "It's okay now, it's okay now." And they sat down to the goodies that had been packed, and that big bad wolf never came back again.